Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm trying something new today actually. So today is the evening, so obviously watching this is my evening, and I've got to head over to Gravity Force and pick up some cameras because I'm doing a time-lapse project there. It's a 4-week project. I'm now 3rd week in, so this week is the 3rd week into it. So I've got one more week after that, and hopefully that'll be the whole refurb of a jumping park, basically. That's what basically it's called. It's called Gravity Force. It's going to be changed to jumping, part of the jumping brand across the UK itself. They got jumping parks all the way up and down the country, basically. So I'm recording this now because I'm going to head over to the jumping park very shortly to see what my cameras have been behaving as and see what it's caught today. I think they're working on the 3-story kind of under 5s play area. So they're constructing together. So yes, they recorded them laying all the poles and stuff out in the right order. So it's a bit like when you buy some furniture, but it's a bigger version. So they're kind of laying everything out in their pairs, 2s, 3s of that, 4s of that, so forth. So time-lapse actually caught that yesterday, and today hopefully we'll see some of that actually being put together on there as well. And one of the cameras is actually capturing where they used to have the foam pit, which is now it's still a kind of a foam pit, but instead of foam in the pit, it's actually a blow up kind of airbed thing, and they've got a thing you can go across and jump off of it, and I think it's Gladiator kind of style fighting, and you fall into the airbag itself. But on the back of the wall, they're actually painting one of these kind of like children's kind of like funky thing on the wall, basically. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's part of the brand anyway, and never had this done before. So hopefully the camera I positioned is in the right place to capture all that been done. A lot of it was done yesterday, but there's still a lot of detail been drawn today. So I hope we'll spray painted in today. So we'll get to see what that looks like as well. And then I'm heading off to Guildford to look at 3 desktops, and we're going to make sure they got the antivirus software all updated, and we're going to do live scans to make sure there's no malware on the PCs themselves as well. So we'll be looking at as well. So let's jump into it and let's head over to Gravity Force, or jump in, and let's see what the time-lapse looks like. Right, we're in Guildford. So this is the PCs I'll be doing scanning, antivirus and malware scanning today, to make sure these are completely malware free and actually antivirus free. Make sure the software is updated on this as well. So while I'm here, I'm also going to do a quick little review of this PC here. I tried to review it before and found out I lost a lot of footage. So I literally was too late to install it. But while I'm here today, we're going to do a little review on that on a separate video. So this is a new piece I installed for this user at the moment. And it's quite a nice machine. It's an all-in-one, same as the one next to it. And we've also got one upstairs as well, because they're going from this old kind of, well, from this new desk, modern desk look, back to a very old office desk, which doesn't have a lot of space, and it's not really designed for a PC to be on the desk with the cables that run down the back of it. So we switched to these all-in-one PCs here. So it could be wireless, so it saves a cable, and just runs a power cable off the back, and eventually we'll replace these with wireless keyboards and mouses. So there's only one cable for power. It's wireless for the data and wireless for the mouse and keyboard, and then that will basically look much better on these older style desks, not like these modern ones and stuff. Because it's very much, if you're looking there, especially looking around, there's all this kind of like wooden structures. It's kind of quite an old building, so they want to go back to these old-fashioned desks that kind of matches the style and the theme of the building itself, not these modern, nice looking desks, which is designed to have a PC and a phone, all that kind of stuff. Eventually we'll upgrade the phone system so it's wireless as well, so it doesn't require plugs and all that kind of stuff go with it. So that's another phase a bit later on in the project. So we're going to scan these machines, search for malware. We use BitDefender, so we'll make sure it's updated. Got the latest updates running on it. We'll make sure Windows is updated as well before we do the scan. Then we'll do a full scan for malware and suspicious software, so we can get that completed to make sure these are literally nice and clean as well. Because malware, you have to keep chasing for it, because there's always new variations coming out all the time of malware. So it's always keep update with Windows updates, which I'm kind of doing at the moment. Make sure your antivirus software is also got subscription in place and you're updating it regularly as well. There's auto updates, it kind of goes, but they're only scheduled out. I don't know if they're scheduled out weekly or hourly, I'm not sure. Change those settings to be hourly if you can, or at least daily. So that way you know they will automatically update every single day. Other than that, it's always good to do a manual check, make sure everything's up to date with as well. Don't rely on Windows to schedule certain dates and stuff, because you never know when a new variation of malware will come out, or spyware will come out, or a virus will come out. So just make sure Windows is fully updated every single time, and also make sure antivirus software is also up to date as well, as often as possible, because you just never know when something changes and whether you're going to be infected or not. Antivirus software companies are quite quick on catching a new variant of software going out, and normally supply an update within a few hours of when they've been notified things, when things are happening, well, when there's a new version out there. And they're pretty good on that side. I've noticed on the Windows malicious software on the server side, they're kind of updated on a daily basis. New patches have been installed. So I keep them going forward. That's the only way you can keep ahead of the game a little bit. Make sure Windows is fully patched up. Make sure antivirus software has got all the updates applied to it. And you've got your subscription up to date to make sure you keep paying for those updates as well. So it's definitely worth doing that. So I'm going to get on with this because I'm going to be spending hours here scanning this. Again, also, when you're not using your PC, another helpful tip, if you're not using PC for a little while, then put it into a manual scan. Do a check for virus scanning on all your files, malicious software scan, and do all that to make sure that's done regularly as well. And just leave it running for that one on that side as well. And if you don't need a machine on because you're not doing any work, turn it off, especially if you've got hard drives connected to it, if you've got your files on and stuff like that, especially this kind of malware going around that can destroy or encrypted files. If you're not accessing any files, turn the drive off. If you're not using your PC, turn it off. Limit the infection rate to your PC if there is one going out there and stuff like that, because you just never know. And all the best advice is also, I follow as well, keep things backed up. Make sure you've got a local copy of your backup as well as a cloud version copy as well. Definitely worth doing that, because you never know when you're going to be hit with a malware or an antivirus software that's going to cause damage to your files.